Okay, so chaos forever. I thought it'd be easier to make a video to answer this. So he said, if the formula is that true, then in this question, x would be k and x over k would be y, right? Um, I can't remember. Was there a plus or a minus in the question? There's a plus, yeah, yeah. So yeah, that seems right. So if I follow that logic, then the third term is that. I did this because the formula in the tables has it in that format. Now you see what you have to be careful about. The problem with this formula is there's a certain symmetry in the x and y. For example, if I go back to the question here, here's the problem. Okay, you could say that this is the same as k over x plus x equals 10. So actually you have a choice. You could say x equals x and y equals k over x, and x in this case equals k over x, and y equals x. So this is a legitimate move because, mathematically there's no difference between a plus b and b plus a. So because of the plus here, you could swap these around, and that doesn't change anything. But then when you match it up with the formula, you have a difference in substitution in the formula. So how does this affect what happens next? Well, let me just show you in some software here, just to save a bit of time. X plus k over x power 10. So you get this expression. And then, now I actually think something is going to happen here with the computer. I think it'll give exactly the same answer, but I'd prefer if it didn't. Yeah, it's given the same answer. But what I was hoping the computer might do is give the same answer but written backwards, but the computer has automatically rearranged it. So that doesn't help to make my point. Let's just look at a smaller example. So if I said a plus b squared, that would be a squared plus 2ab plus b squared. And if I said b plus a squared, that's equal to b squared plus 2ab plus a squared. So you can see that this kind of reflects the problem we're having, that you're legitimately allowed to make the substitution either way, which means that the terms either go in one direction or the other. So it's a bit unclear if you call this the first term, like which is the first term, a squared or b squared. So you have to choose the substitution that would make it go either up or down, depending on what the question wants. They want ascending powers of x. So imagine I asked you for ascending powers of a, then this would be wrong and this would be right. If I said ascending powers of b, this would be right and this would be wrong. So it's 50-50. It could go either way, and both are correct. They both give the same answer, as you see here. But what you can't quite see is by using the formula in the formula book, it doesn't produce exactly the same ordering. What will happen is it'll get switched around. So I think what would help you is to think about this here could be the third term, or it could be the third last term. So I don't know if that helps, but I hope it helped some at least.